Hello everyone. In the last lecture, we have already started the general second degree equation in x and y, which is this, and also we have solved examples. And today we are going to discuss the necessary conditions for this equation to represent a pair of lines. But before that, I would like to explain how these equations are shown in xy plane. And together these lines are plus c equal to 0. Now let's check the necessary condition for this equation to represent a pair of lines. There are two conditions. First one, if this determinant on horizontal write down AHG, vertical also AHG. Now on diagonal A, B, C, and here write down this F, this determinant equal to 0, then this equation represent a pair of lines. That is here ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square equal to 0, and second condition is h square minus AB greater than or equal to 0. Let's solve first example from exercise 4.3. Show that the equation does not represent a pair of lines. For this we will check two conditions. So first condition is this determinant equal to 0, and second condition is h square minus AB greater than or equal to 0. We have to show any one of these condition is not satisfied. And also we must know what is AHG. So we will compare given equation with the standard general second degree equation. We get A is equal to 1, then twice H equal to 2, then this B equal to 2, then 2G equal to 2, then twice F equal to 2, and last one C equal to 1. And we know the given equation represents a pair of lines if these two conditions are satisfied. So first we will check this first condition and we will start from LHS. To find the value of this determinant, we have to find what is H, G and F. So from twice H equal to 2, so H is equal to 1. Also from this G equal to 1 and F equal to 1, and we will substitute all these values here. Now B is 2, C is 1, F is 1, so here, and now we will so simplify this. 1 in bracket, 2, then minus 1, again this minus 1, 1 minus 1, and then plus 1, and there 1 minus 2, and again here this is 1, 1 minus 1 0, and there minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. That means first condition is satisfied. Now we will check second condition. So let's check h square minus AB. Now we will substitute values. Value of A is 1 and B is 2. So again 1 square is 1 minus 2, and its answer is minus 1, but this is less than 0. That means second condition is not satisfied. That means we must have h square minus AB greater than or equal to 0, and therefore the given equation does not represent a pair of lines. Let's solve second example. Show the equation represents a pair of lines. Also find the acute angle between them. So here also we will solve by the previous method. First we will compare this equation with the standard form. Ax square plus twice hxy, we get this a is equal to 2, twice h equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1, then twice g equal to 1, then twice f equal to this 4 and c equal to minus 3. Again from this here h is equal to, move this 2 here, so 1 upon 2, again g equal to 1 upon 2 and here f equal to 2. Now we will check first condition, that means we will check whether the value of this determinant equal to 0 or not. So we will substitute all these values here. This a equal to 2, h equal to half, then g equal to again half. From first row we will take 1/2 common and here in the first row we will multiply by 2. So value will not change. 2 2s are 4. Here 1, 1. Now from second row again we will take half common. Again we have 1. Then this is minus 2. This is 4. And again from third row we will take half common. And here we will multiply by 2. So 1, 4, minus 6. And now this is 1 upon 8. Write this determinant as it is. Now we will simplify this determinant. So this 1 upon 8 as it is and this 1 upon 8 as it is, and now here 4 and this is minus 4, again minus 1, this is minus 10 and plus 1 multiply by this 6 and again 1 upon 8. This 10 plus 6 is plus 16, minus 16, this is 0 and therefore this first condition is satisfied. Now let's check second condition, which is h square minus ab. This must greater than or equal to 0. First we will substitute here values. H is half, so here half square, minus a is 2, multiply by b is minus 1. So again 1 upon 4 plus 2 and this is 9 by 4 and definitely this is greater than 0. So second condition is also satisfied. Both the conditions are satisfied. Therefore we can say that the given equation represents a pair of lines. Now let's find acute angle. For that we will write formula tan theta equal to mod of 2 under root h square minus ab upon a plus b, where this theta is the acute angle between the lines. Now substitute values here. So determinant 2 under root, value of h is half, a is 2 and b is minus 1 upon a plus minus 1. And so that is equal to this 2 as it is and this under root 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 9, 9 by 4, its square root is 3 upon 2 and since this is positive value no need to write this, 2 get cancelled and so final answer is 3. Since tan theta equal to 3, so theta equal to, again we will move tan here and therefore final angle is tan inverse of 3. By this way you have to solve remaining examples. This is our third example. Find the value of k if this equation represents a pair of lines. Now since this equation represents a pair of lines, therefore a, h, g, for the value of this determinant must equal to 0. So before that we must know what is a, h, g. So for that we will compare this equation with the standard form. So say this is equation number 1 and comparing, therefore A is equal to 3, then twice H equal to 10. Therefore here H is equal to dividing by 2, H equal to 5, then B is equal to 3, then twice G, nothing means there is 0, and therefore G equal to 0, then twice F equal to 16, and therefore F equal to 8, and lastly C equal to K. Now substituting all these values in equation 1, we get this determinant, and by solving this determinant again we have 3 in bracket 3k minus 64, again minus 5, then 5k minus 0, and then this 0 equal to 0. Again we will solve this. So 9k minus, and 9k minus 25k is minus 16k. Move this term there. So this is plus 192, and now divide by minus 16. So we have k equal to 16 ones are and 16 twos are, and this is minus sign. So value of k is minus 12. Let's solve this fourth example. Find P and Q if this equation represents a pair of perpendicular lines. That means there are two conditions. This equation represents a pair of lines also, and these lines are perpendicular. And again we know, if this determinant equal to 0, then equation represents a pair of lines, and for perpendicular lines we know condition A plus B equal to 0. So we will use these two conditions and we will find out these two constants. So first, comparing given equation with standard form, we have, and therefore here H is equal to minus 4, here G is equal to 7, and F equal to 1. Now we will use these two conditions. First we will use that the lines are perpendicular. Since the given lines are perpendicular, A plus B equal to 0. Now A is P and B is 3. This is equal to 0. Therefore P equal to, this is minus 3, and here we have got first value. Now to get the value of Q, we will see the second condition. Again these lines represents a pair of lines. Therefore this determinant equal to 0. Now substituting all these above values here, we get, now look here, value of A is P, but P is minus 3. So we will substitute value of A as minus 3 on solving this determinant, and now collecting Q terms. So minus 9 minus 16 minus 25Q plus 3 minus 28 minus 25, and this means minus 200. This is equal to 0, and again on simplifying this, Q equal to 200 upon minus 25, and this is equal to minus 8. Hence P equal to minus 3 and Q equal to minus 8. And by this way you have to solve remaining examples.